Hey, we're live. Welcome, everybody. It is time for MCU Mondays. We are so glad you joined us. I am your host, David. With me, as always, is my co-hosts, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
Fine. Fine, fine, fine.
Awesome. And Andrew, how are you this evening?
Well, I was doing good until I dug so deep my nose started to bleed. So
Yeah,
I'll see how I feel tonight
like he
throughout the
like he
show.
said, like he said in The Simpsons. Remember, if your nose starts to bleed, that means you're picking it too much or not enough. Just saying.
Oh my god.
Just saying. All right. We are glad you joined us. Like I said, we're happy you're here on MCU Mondays. We're having a great time. We're what are we? 4 episodes into Agatha now. Three weeks, 4 episodes. It's moving right along. It has not.
Hey, Ubaldo. How you doing?
Waldo is on. How are you this evening? Um, I, I won't say I know there are some people out there that are looking at it going, "Oh, this is crummy." For me personally, I think it's failed to disappoint.
Yeah.
It's been a fairly decent movie, especially from with a character that nobody knows anything about it. So
I'm enjoying the series so far. Yeah, I'm liking it.
I've enjoyed it. I'm not complaining. It's been fun. I think there are some parts where it's a little overacted,
Yeah.
but that's that could be said of anything. The whole scene where she, like in today's episode or this week's episode, where she was, well, come on, and she's flinging her dress around, and I was like, all right.
I think
If
that's
she
on
did it 2 or 3
purpose,
times, I
though.
was like, I know, and
Kind
it
of make
just,
it campy,
yeah,
which some of it is campy, but nothing wrong with it. And Agatha, even when she was Agnes in WandaVision, she was always pretty flamboyant.
over to the top,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I have enjoyed it. I have had nothing to complain about it about. I mean, nothing severe to complain about it so far. So it's been quite an amusing trip. I've enjoyed watching the. Basically, they got onto the Witch's Road and getting there. I mean, you had the first 2 episodes, which was them getting there, getting to the Witch's Road, and then you've had these last 2 episodes where they're facing the trials. I've enjoyed the trials of the Witch's Road versus the them getting there. I really enjoy games like video games like where it's like a there's not really an enemy, but it's a puzzle that you have to solve to progress to the next level. The original uh, Resident Evil game was a lot like that. I mean, yeah, there were hey hey there were zombies and stuff
Hey.
scattered throughout it, but really a lot of it was puzzle solving to get to the next part of the mansion or to get to the next thing. That's I enjoy game I enjoyed games like that. And so watching this to where they're trying to figure out the puzzle before the time runs out is good. And we dealt a lot with I don't have my list up. Hang on. I gotta find my list so I can have my names.
Whoa.
But
So let's see.
what you
Let
got?
me make sure. Hold on. I'm going to fact check something real quick before I
Well,
say.
while you guys are doing that, I'm just going to say I loved the 70s vibes. Brought back a lot of memories. Didn't know about that, Andrew.
Mm.
No, it was
Yeah.
I thought it was great. They're in the recording studios. Um, it was Teen with his hair even was just. I mean, it was awesome. Loved it.
Okay, so what I was looking at when we've been watching these last 2 episodes where they're on the Witches Road, I realized that the production looks really good. Like the what I'm seeing on screen looks really good, and so I was wondering what the budget was, and there has not been a confirmed budget yet, a specific number, but it has been, I guess, revealed that Agatha All Along has the lowest MCU budget for any project.
Well, they used a lot of practical
Yeah.
Yeah, and
effects. There's no
there hasn't
CGI or
there hasn't been a whole lot of
Yeah, outside of the curse demon that we see in this episode, there has not really been like CGI, yeah. But I'm
well,
just
I
saying
mean,
that like the road looks really good. Um,
so Rio reappears in this episode as the green. What did they call it? Was it Earth? Was it Earth Witch
Green
or
Witch.
Green Witch? It was a Green Witch. She is the Green Witch. She's a little bit over the top too. It's one of those things where, I mean, seriously, I know she's trying to come off as scary, but I think I would look at her and I would say something along the lines of, "I don't find you intimidating at all. I don't care what you do. You're not scared." She just, I don't know if it's because of the actress and the way she's doing it. I don't know if it's because of the way it's written. I don't know if it's because of the way it was directed, but she's just not coming off to me as someone we need to fear kind of thing.
Well, they should. Lady Death.
Don't I'm not feeling it.
Well, we won't yet, but she's already said she's there to collect bodies. And when Teen had been impaled by the glass, you could see Agatha kind of panicking and looking at her and saying, "Don't."
Yeah.
So Agatha knows, but I don't think the other witches don't know. They don't realize what she is.
Yeah.
Or who she is.
And I'm wondering too, because, and by the way, we're talking spoilers here. So if you have not seen the episode yet, you're almost a week behind. Go watch the episode, and just get over the fact that we're talking spoilers. But that too was one of the things with Agatha, where she mentioned or Rio. They were talking to Rio and they're talking about battle scars, and she says that she very heavily implied that Agatha was her scar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, because Agatha was around at the Salem witch trials. And so I'm wondering if this is in fact Lady Death, if Agatha found some way to cheat Death and beat her so that she basically is immortal. And that's because that's the scar that she has, is Agatha's the one that got away, basically, if you will.
Well, that in the fact that I forget which episode it was said. Maybe it was the first or second one, wherever the Green Witch first appeared. But you could tell they don't like each other at this point in time. They may have back then, but Agatha really doesn't like her because I think whenever she sacrificed or gave up Nicholas, that Rio had to take the son because that was her job. Because she said that was my job.
Yeah.
I was doing my job. So she's the one that collected the body or whatever. There you go.
There you go.
I have been justified.
I might agree with that on some level too.
Well, at the end of the episode, when Rio walks up to her before she says the boy isn't your son, Agatha was going in for a kiss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or you could feel that, and so that definitely was there. Yeah. So anyway,
Did Dave freeze?
I really caused silence there with my comment.
I think David froze.
Oh, I was like, wow, I
I
made
was like,
people
why isn't he
uncomfortable.
saying anything?
So let's see, where were we?
Oh
Oh,
no.
I'm the new host. I have been promoted. 5 minutes ago, I was a co-host. Now I'm host. Okay. Let's see. Now that I'm in control. Oh, he said keep going.
Does it keep going?
Uh-oh. All right. I wish we had switched.
But yeah, I agree with Janae that there is a sexual tension, and they might have had some kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Sometime in the past, and then it got ruined because Rio was just doing her job, and Agatha probably resented her for it. Are we still live?
I had to be removed for David to be added back. I see how it is.
I'm sorry.
I was like, oh no, I'm on here by myself. Don't do that to me.
Hey, solo girl is finally solo.
Yeah, that's right. We're still live, yes?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, we are.
Oh. I am enjoying Agatha, though. I'm missing all of this. I apologize for that. My surge protector is right down here by my feet. Apparently, it got knocked off of its shelf. And when I put my foot down, I hit the switch and everything turned off.
Oh, God.
All of my crap. I was like, ah!
So, we were like, what happened?
That was my bad.
I was in charge. I had 2 seconds of being in charge. I just felt great.
I literally had lost power. So, it's the Debbie Show. Yay!
I was panicking because I did not take notes for this episode so I was like panicking a little bit.
It was like crap.
I'm shocked.
Like, damn it. Yeah, I didn't get around to it.
Luke watched this episode before I did. I didn't get a chance to. Man, they had a busy week this week. I didn't get a chance to watch it
until right before the show. So.
Oh, I didn't watch it till I watched it yesterday afternoon. So
I watched it night of, and then I watched it right before the show.
Yeah, it's fresh on my mind.
But I do that because I don't want to see spoilers on TikTok or anything.
Right.
Yes, you have to be very careful. It's like the episode ends and then spoilers. So
especially on TikTok, there's no. And there's we got a 48-hour.
Yeah, there's
48-hour ban or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
There's none of that on TikTok.
Yeah, people won't say spoiler warning. They're just like.
Some do, but a lot don't. Yeah.
I blame the cats because, like I said, I've got a little shelf that it sits on, and my guess is one of the cats knocked it off the shelf.
Right.
Sure.
I do.
Okay, I blame my cat for everything.
Well, your mail doesn't arrive on time. It's Chewy's fault. Your food tastes bad. It's Chewy's fault. Yeah. You had a bad day at work. It's Chewy's fault.
That's right.
Patient was rude. It's Chewy's fault.
So and I guess it was confirmed why what's her name died too.
Yes.
Sharon.
Mrs. Hart.
And that was I don't know. That just seems too easy. Oh, she had.
But didn't you say that last week? It's because she drank.
I did. I don't. Now that I think about it, it just seems too easy. Yes, I said that, but
I still think it might have been a combination of both. She drank 2 cups or glasses, plus they never put her hair in the potion.
Yeah, and she wasn't part of the when they had
The
to do
chant.
the circle.
Yeah.
Let your intentions
The
be
power
known.
of one, the power of two,
The power of
the
many.
many.
Well,
Wrong.
so
Maybe-
far none of their chants have been like that.
No,
So
no.
I liked the song in this episode. I thought it was pretty catchy.
I did enjoy the song. I liked it. I thought it was great.
Mhm.
In case you didn't know, they had so the song was, let's see, how did this work?
It was
And I was thinking about this while I was watching the episode, because you had the curse. We've all been cursed. Oh, why did you play this record? Because it said "play me" on it. And I was like, don't ever, Ray. If someone asks if you were a god, you say yes. Don't ever play the records that say "play me."
yeah.
That's just foolishness. But so they're all cursed, and you've got what's her name making all the circles, the protective circles around them. And I was thinking, well, why isn't it getting her? And I was like, oh, because her mom made her get she's got the circle on her. She carries it with her. She's got the tattoo. They said it in the previous episode.
well, plus she's already been burned. She has the
Yeah.
scars already.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very because everybody got the curse right before Patty LaPone got the curse first. She says, does anybody else feel lighter? And I think it's because it was being lifted and dispersed amongst all the other witches. Well, except for Teen. He just got knocked around.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But he's not part of the coven, though.
Right.
I'm thinking that none of these are really going to affect him, because he didn't have to deal with the poison in the last episode, and now he hasn't had to deal with the curse. He's not part of the coven. He's just kind of there as an observer or Agatha's pet or whatever. So,
Oh, I froze?
Yeah.
just for a minute.
Yeah, just for a
Oh,
second.
I didn't notice it. Well, if I flipped you off, I'm sorry.
Chewy's
am
fault.
I?
It's Chewy's fault. Yeah, that's right.
Damn it, Chewy.
Don't freeze me, Chewy.
I don't even know where she's at.
She'll come get you later. She'll jump up behind you and like, ha, you didn't even know I was there.
Well, she had her second dinner.
Second dinner. Geez, she's a hobbit.
Second breakfast.
She was a pig today. I swear. I fed her when I got home. And then I bet it wasn't an hour and a half later, she was walking around meowing. And I was like, what is going on? I walked over by a bowl completely empty. So I had to feed her again. And then she's probably in a food coma somewhere in my closet.
Puking in your shoe. Yeah.
Let's hope not.
That'd be about right. I still think he's not actually there, like he's not real exactly. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Teen?
Yeah. I think that's who he's talking about. Or she.
That's Tyler, yeah.
Our Tyler?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
If not, and you just happen to have the same username, then I apologize for making the assumption.
Sorry.
I think he's
Oh.
there. I think he's kind of because he's one of the two that was that broke Agatha out of her
Curse. Spell.
curse. Yeah. Out
Hex.
of Wanda's spell. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the seemed
Well,
like
and
it
we
was-
learned about the, is it sigil or sigil?
Sigil.
How though even the witch who performs the spell, has no memory of it, and it cannot be lifted but destroyed only when it is not needed anymore. I
Yeah.
thought that was. I don't remember if that was in WandaVision or not. So to my knowledge, that was the first time I had learned about the actual reason, like the way it works. I thought that was interesting.
So maybe that'll happen at the like episode 8 or 9, because that's a 2 episodes at night or on the same night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I didn't think it was mentioned in WandaVision at all, because that was, in
Okay,
fact, I think the first time the sigil was mentioned was in the last episode
I see.
when he was when he tried to talk and it goes and his mouth all goes wonky.
I see.
Now, I wonder, since Rio told Agatha that this wasn't her boy or son, if she's going to be as protective as she has been.
Ooh, that's
Did
a
she
good
say it
point.
wasn't her son, or did she just say it's not him?
She said the boy's not yours.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
and that's when it was
So,
like, okay.
yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how she acts towards him
Moving
in
on.
in this week's episode.
But I mean, it may be the kind of thing where it's not him and she knows that, but now she's kind of taking him up as kind of a surrogate
Yeah,
replacement, or okay, I can't have the one that I want, so, or I can't have the one that I had, so I'll take what I can get, kind of thing. So
ooh,
there was
that's a good
some
point.
when they were dealing with the Darkhold.
Debbie's daughter brought up a good point.
Debbie's stuff. I haven't seen anything from her.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Right?
Is
And
Rio telling the truth, though?
do we have a
Do we
reason
have
to
a
trust her?
reason to trust her?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe she wants Agatha
I
to
don't
think that's
trust
not her
any of them,
son,
really.
and then that way Agatha brings her guard down, and then Rio can kill Teen and then say, "Ha, it was your son, but I had to kill him because he is the prophecy and is the great being that has all this potential power that would destroy me." You know,
So is he the chosen one?
exactly. That's where
He's
I'm
he's
going.
the he's the
He's the
Anakin
chosen one.
Skywalker.
Yes.
He's the chosen one of the Marvel universe.
Yes, and he is a threat to Rio, and she needs to kill him, so she needs Agatha's guard to go down. It's like if you thought, if like, my mom found out I wasn't her kid, she'd probably be like, "Get out of here," you know. So sorry, Mom, if you're watching. I'm just joking. It's okay.
Hey, your mom must be loving this. Your house sitting in somebody else's place, so you're not tying up all the bandwidth with so she can play her Fortnite
Exactly. Yeah, she
tournament,
is probably playing some tournament right now.
her Call of Duty or her Fortnite or whatever. Somebody said something. Does Rio tell? Okay, so this was. I thought of this too because with Agatha kind of outing Rio. Oh, dadgummit, I nearly touched that button again. Not put my foot there. But when they were in the sound booth and Agatha hit the intercom system. So what do you think I'm going to do? Well, you're going to destroy them all and steal their powers, and I will be there to collect bodies. What? And then, of course, at the end, after everything's said done, don't think I forgot what you said in there. But even, yeah, I won't. I just knocked the top off of my boat.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay. Jaws is
You're
going
just
to get
knocking everything down.
Telling you. Maybe I'm getting too cluttered here. No, I'm fine.
Too many Legos.
No such thing as too
no
many
such
Legos.
thing.
Blasphemy! Get her out of here!
There is
Get her
no
out of here!
such thing. But yeah, so basically, Agatha outed Rio as far as what her intentions were. Yes, the cat did it. You're right. It's okay if I break them. I just get to rebuild them then. It's fine.
So, in this episode, at least for me, there's like 3 other movie references. One was the Wizard of Oz, which we've had a lot of those.
Yeah.
But Rio skipping down the road, kind of like they do in Wizard of Oz. And then when Rio comes up out of the grave, that reminded me of Carrie.
Really? All right.
The very end of Carrie, where the hand comes up out of the grave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then The Last Crusade, where they're trying to heal Teen.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
Okay,
come
fine.
on. I thought if anyone was going to get that, it was going to be you, Dave.
Sorry.
That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, Indiana Jones.
I wasn't.
I have not seen Evil Dead, so I would not know.
I was honestly thinking, and the only reason I was thinking this was because I'd been watching the movie earlier in the day, was Night of the Living Dead.
I have not watched that either.
So, and mainly because when it happened, Samuel was actually watching this episode with me, and so when it happened, he's like, "Ooh, a zombie!" And I'm like, "Yes, a zombie." And then it turns into Rio. She's not a zombie. She looks normal. I was like, "Sorry, I'm sorry." So, Avocada says, "I like the last episode's theming. I guess I wasn't really a fan of the red stuff and the clothes."
Well, you're not from the 70s.
Yeah.
I like the 70s.
For me, it was a flashback.
Even though the 70s was like 100 years ago.
I'm not that old.
I know, right?
I did like it, so.
Again, it's almost like she's, I don't know.
If you've watched Parks and Rec, it kind of makes me think of her character in Parks and Rec, but just as a witch.
I started watching Parks and Rec, and honestly, I'd really like to continue watching it, just because of
it's a really funny show.
What's his name?
It's like
Ron.
Ron, yeah, Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman, yeah.
It's like as close to The Office that you can get without being The Office.
But the thing, I mean, I see TikToks of him all the time, and just there's always something about eating meat or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I've only seen some episodes of Parks and Rec.
Yeah,
and it's got Chris Pratt in it, so it can't be all bad.
But it's pretty funny. But the way she's acting in this as the witch kind of reminds me a little bit of her character. April is the name of her character. It's not identical, but that's
I don't know. I'm still kind of on the wall about her, as far as just, I mean, like I said, there's just something about her, and I have a feeling she's going to be the bad guy, and I know I'm not supposed to like the bad guy, but it's not that I don't like her because she's the bad guy. I don't like the way she's being portrayed. Excuse me. So I don't know. It's I'm reserving judgment. How about that?
You still got
been-
5 more episodes.
Yeah, I know. I learned my lesson with the Acolyte. I'm maintaining, keeping it cool. I'll wait till it's over with. And yes, y'all can hate me for liking the Acolyte, but that third episode nearly
That third episode was rough.
That one made me question some things. So I was like, not for me, not for me. This is turning into Resistance all over again.
Oh, yikes.
It's like, ooh.
Makes me shudder.
It was just the third episode. The third episode really.
The weird chanting.
The chanting,
well,
the
and
little
the
girl.
episode as a whole, in my opinion, I was not a fan of the kid that played the
two little girls.
Yeah, the 2 little girls. I wasn't a fan. Child acting's hard. I get it. I'm not saying I'd be good at it, but
you still got time. You can still be a child actor. Look at you. You look like you're like 12.
I know it's because I can't grow facial hair right now.
Quick, start growing your beard.
Well, guess what? This is the last year of my life that I will have a 1 at the start of my age, unless I hit triple digits. So, yeah, it's true. Don't fact check that, but it's true. All right.
No, they don't. Avocado.
No, it was different. It was different set of circumstances.
They were not created by the Force.
Anakin was created by the Force. The girls were created through the Force. By the witches through the Force. So, anyway, they sing the song. Everybody likes the song. I love the. What can everybody play? Well, I can play the pan flute.
The zills.
The zills and the pan flute.
It's like the most random instruments ever.
She was playing maracas there for a little bit.
Yeah, she was jumping all over the place. So.
Oh, and then she asked Jen, and Jen's like, "I'm a ballerina." And she's like, "Come on."
It was almost. There was a South Park episode. And I hate bringing it up because it's Jen, and she's a black lady, and that's fine. That's all well and good. And there was an episode of South Park where Cartman starts a band, and he tells Token, the black kid, he says, "Go down into your basement and get your bass guitar." "I don't have a bass guitar." He goes, "Token, you're black. Go down to your basement and get your bass guitar." And he goes, "I looked in my basement. We did have a bass guitar. I told you. Now give me a sweet riff." And he's like, "I don't know how to play it." "Token, you're black. I don't know how many times I have to keep telling you this. Play a sweet bass riff." He goes, "Doom, doo, 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 doo." He's like, "Oh, man." I'm sitting there going, "Oh, yes. We needed more cowbell." You're going to want that cowbell.
I need more cowbell.
And then we get the demon, the curse. It's probably the best, or the not the best, but oh yeah, okay, fine. It's a practical effect. It looked really cool. It was awesome. Debbie was like, "Ooh, one step closer to Mephisto."
No, I didn't think it was Mephisto. I remember.
I didn't say it was. I said you thought it was one step closer to.
Oh, I remember when the trailer first came out and everybody was saying it was either Wanda. Why they thought it was Wanda, I don't know. But they thought it was Wanda or it was Mephisto. I was like, I don't think so. It didn't. I don't know. I don't know.
But then you dealt a lot too with what is her name? Alice? Is that her name? Who's the lady that had the curse on her? See, this is why I have my
Alice
Alice.
Wu.
Yes. So you dealt a lot with Alice and her dealing with her mother and her mother's passing and what her mother did for her as far as the oh, that would be a good song. Even if they just said the line, even if they said "Don't fear the Reaper." Hey Ted, don't fear the Reaper, dude. I heard that. It's great. It's good stuff. Bill and Ted.
I meant to look to see if there was a promo for this week's episode, because I was curious as to what color the leaves were.
I haven't seen one yet, but I know that doesn't mean that there isn't one.
That's good too. That when they got to the next house on the road, and Alice says, "Nope, not going in that one. I'm just going to turn around and go back." And of course, you turn around and go back, and
there it is.
There it is. It reminded me, that was, you were talking about other movies. To me, that was a nod to Thor Ragnarok. Oh, you see, you can't leave here. This is just sort of a circle, but it's kind of a magic circle.
I love Ragnarok.
Nobody eat anything. Nobody drink anything. Don't touch anything.
I'm going to show you who I really am.
So, yeah, they got to don't touch anything, and then they used, of course, the metronome for the timer, the countdown timer or whatever. So, very clever working all the music into everything. It's playing backwards, and don't breaks the record. And it's like, don't break the record. You don't know what the song is.
Well, I of course, growing up in the 70s, I remember, we were always told never to play the record backwards.
Oh yeah,
because there's like some records where it's supposed to have like
it's the subliminal messages.
Yeah,
Abbey Road said if you played it backwards, said
Paul is dead.
Yeah.
Yes, it brought back many memories.
That was and I don't know if did you ever see the Adam Sandler movie Little Nicky, where he showed them how to play the records backwards, and they said, "Oh, is it true that if you play like the Ozzy records backwards or Black Sabbath backwards, they have the subliminal messages?" He goes, "Oh no, Ozzy was always very straightforward about his devil worship, but watch this," and he puts the Chicago record on and he plays it backwards, and it's like, "Worship the devil."
Not Chicago. I love them.
Actually, if you put on an Ozzy Osbourne record and play it backwards, it says, "Go to church, listen to your parents, tithe." Just saying. So, yeah, I do. I definitely recall playing the records backwards and the subliminal messages within the records. I never heard them. And I'll also too, speaking of records, and I don't know, Debbie, if you've ever done this or not, because we mentioned the Wizard of Oz too, but you play what was it, Dark Side of the Moon? If you played Dark Side of the Moon, it lined up the whole, if you start the album on the second roar of the MGM line of the Wizard of Oz.
That's a lot to remember.
Well, no. You got to start the record. That's where you start the record. But Dark Side of the Moon lines up exactly with the Wizard of Oz, and some of the lines coincide with what's going on in the Wizard of Oz, and it's very odd.
No, and but I'm like, who comes up with this shit and who has the time to sit there and figure this crap out?
I know.
That's my question.
Well, see, back in the day when we didn't have televisions and
We didn't have
we could only play with records.
We didn't have internet, so we had, I was going to say we didn't have internet, so we had to think of something to do.
And I thought
Yeah,
one
this is
day,
true.
what would a song sound like backwards?
I was too afraid to do that because I was fearful that it might either one, ruin the record itself, or two, ruin the needle.
Yeah. And
then I get the Jesus beat out of me. So
well, here's the thing too, is if you ordered the needle or if you ruined the needle, you had to go to you couldn't buy the needle at the store. You couldn't buy just the needle at the store. It had to be ordered from the manufacturer. And when you ordered something from the manufacturer, it wasn't we'll just order it on Amazon and have it here the next day. It was
months.
You had to write them a letter. You had to write out the order form and mail it in, and then it would take 4 to 6 weeks for you to get your package in the mail because they had to wait for the check to clear. And once the check cleared, then
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
That was the token time frame. 6 to 8 weeks.
Yep. If you ordered a record off of TV, or they always had buy the smooth jazz compilation records. It's 3 records and blah blah blah. And you get this order now, and you get a special commemorative book. Allow 6 to 8 weeks for delivery.
Batteries not included.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The curse did look cool. Yeah. Again, one more step to Mephisto. We had free time, so I'm told.
Not a free time.
Yeah. When you have nothing to entertain, when you only have 3 channels of TV and the president's on, and when the president's talking, he's on all 3 channels, you've got time to sit around and think of things to do. Because Flipper's not coming on that night, and you're gonna miss Lassie for sure. So, turn on the records and play them backwards. Let's see what happens.
Or if you're sitting there waiting for Star Trek to start, but football's not over with yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they went into overtime. No.
I went to wait. Dad, is this almost over with? Oh, yeah, just a few minutes more, an hour later.
There's only 2 minutes. There's only 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Yeah, that takes about 30.
That's what my mom always says when it's like late at night. She's like, how much is left in the game? I'm like, 4 minutes. She's like, so an hour.
I'm
like, 45 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
But as a kid growing up, you didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Especially when you're anxious for a show to come on that is supposed to come on right after football. But no. They have to keep calling timeouts.
Last night, the Cowboys were playing the Steelers, and they were in a weather delay that delayed the game an hour. So the game didn't end till after midnight our time. So it would have been 1 o'clock your time, Debbie. In the morning. In the morning, let me specify that.
I didn't even bother with it. I've given up.
Yeah, they won, but you're just sad when you watch them. It's
I looked at the score in the third quarter, and it was like 6-3, and I'm like, wow, it's a game of field goals.
Exactly.
That's like a thriller right there. Woohoo!
Oh, the Cowboys won?
Yes, they won. A last minute touchdown. They had a game winning drive, and they scored a touchdown with 20 seconds left or something like that. So
impressive.
They finally beat a team that wasn't the Giants. So
there you go. All right. Like I said, I didn't even watch it.
That's good. Let me specify, because they'll beat up the bad teams, and then we hype them up, and then they play the good teams, and you just would think they never played football before. Anyway, I could go on and on.
Debbie, did we miss anything on this Agatha episode that you wanted
Yeah,
to
no,
talk
I
about?
didn't take notes.
Oh,
I
that's right.
don't think so.
That's right.
I
Well-
think we covered everything.
I am definitely looking forward to the next episode, which Wednesday nights, that's not a bad time. I just need to find time to sit down on Wednesday nights and watch the day of, and then I can watch Sunday evenings before the show again.
Well, I'm glad it's on Wednesdays because Wednesday's the only night I'm not on a YouTube show.
Yeah.
That's
Now
true.
that Star Trek started back up, although I missed this week's or last week's Star Trek.
You are
Friday.
predicting the future like Star Trek.
No, we're watching the original
We're watching
series.
the original series, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Shameless plugs. What do we got tonight, Debbie?
Tomorrow night I will be on the Sith Dominion. We are talking The Rise of Skywalker. Somehow Palpatine returned. So we're talking about that over on the Sith Dominion channel.
I'll have to watch that one. I'm curious. I'm curious about the thoughts on that one.
Yes, it should be a doozy of a show.
I missed the Last Jedi, but that would have just angered me, I'm sure.
Well, it was just me and Dana because the boys, one was playing softball and the other one was recording. So it was just me and Dana. So it wasn't too bad.
My internet was bad, so I was on for the first 5 minutes and then
That's right.
leave.
I wish you would have sent me. I wish you would have sent me something. I probably could have jumped on.
Oh, I'll remember that next time. So then Thursday,
Dr. Dana would have been guesting on his own show.
Yeah.
Thursday, Cantina Happy Hour. We are doing
cosplay. It's Halloween.
Not dressing up.
We're not dressing up, but we'll get to that one in a minute. So don't hold that thought. Hold that thought on the dressing up. But we're being that it's scary season and everybody is getting ready for Halloween and costumes and everything. I thought it'd be fun to discuss some of our favorite cosplays, things we've seen, things we've done.
Right, that's why it'd be fun. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's why.
I just thought of it.
Some of us have cosplayed. I have to find a picture of mine.
I have never cosplayed before. I don't think I was a Jedi for Halloween a couple years ago. I guess I can find a picture of that. But I've never been to a convention or anything. So.
Oh.
And then Friday, I'm on the Geek and I podcast where we're talking about the original series. Last week was the Menagerie Part 2. So whatever episode is next, I don't know off the top of my head. And then Saturday is the Geek Gauntlet. They talk about everything.
Are they back yet? Is William back up and running?
Oh, I know he's back home, but the last I heard, he still didn't have internet.
So, for those of you that don't know, William was in the path of the most recent hurricane.
Yeah, on the last one.
And actually, Cam from Cam and Focus is in the path of this one that's about to happen Wednesday. So we've got people that are in the path of these things. So just if we're short people every once in a while, bear with us. We make it work. So. And then we will be back next Monday, of course, for...
Kat said he got internet back today.
Oh, well, there you go. Look at that. So we will probably have the Geek Gauntlet on Saturday then.
Yes. Tyler, who is also evil Green Ranger, he's on the Geek Gauntlet.
Okay.
Just a bunch of geeks talking about a bunch of random stuff. It's okay. I pop in a couple times. I'm kidding.
I did in the beginning, but they talk about a lot of stuff I don't know, so I just look like I'm a deer in the headlights.
I've done that many times. I've been on the show and I've just been like, I don't know. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. They get into that.
Yeah, when they get into gaming and anime, I'm like,
whatever.
Debbie's like, I love the games. Yeah, I play them all the time.
I love games. I play Monopoly. I like Monopoly. Andrew, do you have anything shameless plug wise?
Well, we have some news that I thought, just some two news topics I found.
Okay.
Both take them both with a grain of salt because they're just rumors from fan sources at the moment. The first one coming from My Time to Shine, hello, and I've seen this pop up from other fan news sources, is that Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom will have a role in Spider-Man 4. And
Okay.
second to that, Spider-Man 4 is leaning towards a cosmic storyline rather than street level. So the source I saw was that like each day in the movie it gets less and less grounded and more multiversal, but I don't think I hope not. I mean, I was thinking it would have like Daredevil and Fisk in it, and it would be very grounded, and they're teaming up to go after Fisk. I thought that'd be kind of cool, but
you talking about Spider-Man?
yes, Spider-Man 4,
the new Spider-Man.
I thought
movie.
Feige said this Spider-Man was gonna be grounded.
Yeah, but I know there had been rumors that it was going to be a multiversal story.
See, this is why I don't like rumors. I'm like,
yeah, that's why I said take it with a
on
grain of
TikTok,
salt.
every freaking day there's another rumor or there's this and that. I'm like, just shut up.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Right. Well, that's why I said I don't know how true they are. So, yeah, My Time to Shine is pretty, they're 50-50, somehow maybe even 40-60 on their stuff. So, yeah.
I will say this, Luke and I were discussing this last night, and it was, who do you think would be the villain in the new Spider-Man movie? Because apparently there's some kind of deal to where if Sony has done the villain already, then they can't be used again. So like you can't use Lizard, you can't use Doc Ock, you can't use Electro, you can't use Craven, Venom, Carnage. So we were discussing who do you use, and we were talking about street level. Oh well, you could do Fisk, and you could have Daredevil do it. And I was like, yeah, but Fisk has always been kind of Daredevil's main in the show. Fisk was his main thing, and then I got to thinking, I was like, so what would you call it? I mean, would you stick with the home stories? And I was like, they should do the Punisher, Spider-Man versus the Punisher, and have it called Spider-Man Home on the Range, like a gun range. Oh, that would be good. That would be good.
Spider-Man, maybe home.
So, anyway,
speaking of Venom, I seen this on TikTok and I was laughing so hard I was crying. You ever seen Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Did you see the one with Venom?
Yeah.
It was freaking hilarious. Oh my God. It was hilarious.
People are going to go crazy with the milk part. I'm going to tell you that right now.
This cow stuff's not working. It's making it worse.
All right, you're going to have to send it to me because I don't think I've seen it.
I'll see if I can find it. Yeah.
It was great.
Okay.
I sometimes watch, well, I only watch it if it's on TikTok, but depending on who the actor is that they have on there, I'll watch it. Like they had Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. That one was hilarious.
Okay, cool.
I don't think the full Hot Ones episode is out, but there is like a clip from it. I think it's like 2 or 3 minutes. So I'll see if I can find that.
I don't know, but whatever they showed, and I don't even. Well, it was released by. Oh shoot! What's it called? Now We Feast. Is that the original?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they released it.
Oh, okay.
It was on their TikTok.
I'll see if I can find it. I was looking on YouTube and I didn't see it, but let me see if I can find it.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Of course, I like Venom, so I thought it was hilarious.
Okay. Now, while you're looking for it, my shameless plug is this, and we were talking about cosplay earlier, and we need your help because we're trying to get 100 subs from
What happened to the banner?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or the ticker tape or whatever the hell it's called.
Let me put it back up. Here we go.
There you go.
So we're looking for 100 subs on Feast of Fandoms. We need 100 subs.
By
Wednesday. Wednesday is when we have to have the 100 subs by. Now, if we have 100 subs by Wednesday, on Thursday, when we do Cantina Happy Hour, this guy right here is going to be dressed as Princess Leia for the show. So
gonna have little space ears,
the cinnamon rolls, and everything else. Let's get that done. Go find your friends. Broadcast all over social medias. Andrew doesn't think we can get it done. Where are we? We're 59, 51, 59.
Hold on, let me look real quick.
No, we're at like 40 subs.
We're at 42 subs.
So we need 58 more subs. We need 58. 58. That's very doable in today's society. Throw it out there. Put it on your socials. Really talk to people. You don't even have to put it on socials. Call somebody and say, "Hey, go do this." You don't have to watch them or anything. Just subscribe. Mainly because
we want viewers though. We want
we do want the viewers, and that's fine. But just to get into it,
here's the thing: people can't create 8 or 10 burner accounts just to subscribe. All right,
just to subscribe. Just say, "Hey, subscribe," and then we can all go watch this silly man dress up like Princess Leia for a night. It'll be hilarious.
I think it'll look cute.
And it'll look cute. And you know what?
You know what? These are my buns right here. I already got those. All right.
Oh, look who finally decided to show up.
I put I don't know. Do you think we can share that on the stream without it getting taken down? The Venom.
What's that?
It's 30 seconds.
Should be all right. It's the end of the show.
Here, let me click back onto it.
Yeah, it's the end of the show. Just
let me get on it. I'll share my screen.
Just share your screen up.
All right. Hold on. Let me share.
Maybe.
I just hit it.
Andrew's screen joined.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
This is the sauce that reduces everyone to tears. We have no tears. Our eyes are sweating. Give me the milk. The cow juice makes it worse somehow. Nothing is helping. It's like licking Satan's nutsack.
Oh my god, that is just so hilarious. Oh
wow.
I love Venom. I'm sorry.
All right. If we got blocked, well, we got blocked. If we didn't,
well, we watched it once.
It's well worth it.
Yeah. And we took it down right away. We should be fine.
So,
but it is funny. The couch is just not working.
It somehow makes it worse.
You know what's so funny? I ate a hot pepper earlier, not realizing it was a hot pepper, and I was drinking milk, and I was like, it's still spicy. If I had seen this before that, I should have said the cow juice is not working. My mom would think I was like crazy or something.
Oh man, that was great.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Y'all all have a great week. Go watch Agatha on Wednesday night. Come check us out on Thursday night. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share out and subscribe so that Andrew has to dress up like Princess Leia on Thursday night. Remember, we got to have it Wednesday. Wednesday's the push. We've got 2 days. We can make this happen. So push hard. Get the subscriptions out there. Hit that little bell for notifications so you know when we do go live. We will see you all next week right here on MCU Monday.
What am I supposed to do around here anyway? Sit in a share circle, talk about my feelings? And how would I do that exactly? Because Where the fuck is everyone? It's always just you and Negasonic Teenage longest name ever.
I said no touching.
The first movie made more money than the guy who invented pants. Okay, they can't just dust off one of the famous X-Men. How about that putz with the giant pigeon wings? What do those do anyway, huh? Carry him 3 feet off the ground to snatch up the nearest muffin crumb? No, 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 no.